This is called Drums of Heaven, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So I had this in Tampa at one of the Indian restaurants, and I tried to replicate it. It came out so good. I made it a little bit healthier, so I didn't add any butter or anything like that. So that turned out really good. It's also called Lollipop chicken. So let's get right into it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I make videos every week and I upload them. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below. If you make this, if you love it, if you hate it, whatever it is, the feedback, I would love to hear it. And if you guys made some improvements and would like me to try it, I would also appreciate that. So yeah, hit the bell icon, hit the like button. That's how I know that you guys like these kind of videos, and let's get right into it. Here I am showing you guys how I achieved the whole lollipop chicken look. It's kind of difficult to do, I'm not gonna lie. You do need like really good scissors, like meat scissors or knife. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward this whole part. You know exactly how to get there. Just cut the top part of it out and then kind of push the chicken down. I also figured out that taking the skin off is easier to do this, but I didn't throw the chicken skin away because I actually really like it. So I just put it on the side. So I'm just pushing it, pressing it down here and showing you guys how I achieved that lollipop chicken look. What I'm doing here is what you see in Indian restaurants quite a bit. If you get tandoori chicken, they make little cuts in between just so the marination can get in all the way and the chicken is juicier and all the marination and cooking gets in there. So the inside of it is not raw. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. If you want the same kind of flavor and the taste, it takes a little bit of time to do this, but honestly, totally worth it. So go ahead and do that. Now that I've done making those indents in all of the chicken, we're gonna get right into the marination part of it. I added 4 tablespoons of yogurt into that chicken marination. And then I took a generous amount of GG paste, which is ginger garlic paste. If you have the specific one, definitely use it. If not, you can do the minced one, like the fresh ginger garlic. I have this, I bought it from an Indian store, and I will link all the spices down below so you guys can get where I'm getting it from. I also like to use this hot Jordanaira oil, just the oil part of it. So it's olive oil. So if you don't have this hot sauce oil, that's totally fine. It's just my little hack that I use. And you could just use like regular oil, 1 tablespoon. But yeah, so I added that to the marination. Now we're gonna use some of the lemon. It's 1 tablespoon, again, 1 or 2 tablespoons, depending on how much you want it in there. I personally love using lemon because that's a natural tenderizer. All of my meat is prepped and marinated overnight. So you don't need to use, like in the restaurants, they use like tenderizers, but lemon does that for you. Now this is sambal oleg. That's like an Indo-Chinese spicy sauce, like hot sauce. So I'm using that in there as well, probably 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, depending on how much spices you can handle. I'm adding red chili peppers, like paprika, 1 tablespoon. Again, I would typically add green chili peppers in there, but my husband can't handle green chili peppers, so I use red pepper. Then I added some salt in there, probably 1 tablespoon or half a tablespoon, whatever, however much you eat and are comfortable with. I also added some black pepper, so half a tablespoon of black pepper. I would say like very little because we already added a lot of pepper in there. So turmeric, go easy on that. It's very overpowering. So I am actually marinating another dish on the side. So here we are, we have coriander. I would say like a pinch or two of coriander, not too much. You don't want the coriander to overpower all the other spices. Then we have some garam masala here. I added a generous amount of garam masala, so I want to say like half a tablespoon of garam masala in there. And then we have some mint leaves. So I have some dried mint leaves in the house in my pantry. I keep everything dry just because the fresh ones die out pretty fast. Like I don't make it that quick. And then we have cilantro. Again, that's dried as well. I get all of my spices from an Indian store. Honestly, if you don't have the time or don't know where to get it from, I will link everything down below in the video. I'm pretty sure Amazon has all of these things. And then we have parsley here. So I'm doing 1 tablespoon of all of these, by the way. So I don't measure quite a bit. And then we have fenugreek. This is a very special Indian spice. Not a lot of people use it. It's kind of, not a lot of people know about it and stuff. So, but it gives a really nice taste and smell and aroma in the house. So I would definitely use it. This is my little hack if you don't have gloves. Like I had my nails done that week and I did not have cooking gloves. So when I don't have like latex gloves in the house for marination, I use like a Ziploc bag. I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning of the video, I just had it like open on the side. So then I mix it really, really well and then leave it overnight, 24 hours to marinate this. Now, if you don't have that kind of patience or you forgot to take your chicken out or whatever it is, marinate for 4 to 6 hours. That would still be great. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like the next day. But yeah, that's how I marinate my chicken. Look at that chicken. 24 hours later, this is what it looks like. Our marination is completely done. It's all the way into the chicken in the indents that we made. You could see the marination getting in there. I'm using my gloves again. Obviously, I don't have gloves, so I'm using the Ziploc bag. So yeah, this is what the chicken looks like. The marination went all the way through in. And it looks delish. So now we're gonna make our dry batter now, dry and wet. And then this is corn flour. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt in there. Can't really tell. And then onion powder. Why not? Paprika for that kick. It's my secret ingredient. You don't have to add this if you don't have it, but it's lemon pepper and I absolutely love this spice. So if you have it, definitely use it. We're gonna give it a nice mix. If it gets a little messy, it's totally fine. I'm using 3 eggs here. It's our first egg. I'm gonna crack it. Alright, we're just gonna grab this, push this down a little so it looks like a lollipop chicken because we want that shape. We're gonna put it in our dry batter, coat it really well. That's why I got a smaller thing. And then we're gonna do in our wet batter. Make sure it's coated well. This just helps me coat things really well. And then here we go again. One more time. That looks really good. Oh my god, it smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it through the screen, but you can't. But so I'm flipping it and making sure that all of this is cooked. I don't reuse my oil unless I'm using it for the same recipe, if it's like a one-pot recipe or something. So take 4 tablespoons of the chicken oil from here and transfer it into a different pan. We're gonna make our sauce in there. So sometimes you just gotta embrace a little bit of mess that you create. But look at this coated lollipop chicken, and we're gonna make the sauce now. Let's go. I took 2 tablespoons of oil. While that is hot, we're gonna put some half onion in there. I have the other half right here. We're gonna add some ginger garlic paste. If you guys have minced ginger and garlic, fresh, definitely use that. I'm just gonna use like half a tablespoon here. Toast it while it's like brown, medium brown. After you add the ginger garlic paste, if it starts to bubble up, lower your heat down and then fry it. We're gonna add 4 tablespoons of sambal oleg, which is the hot spicy sauce, and then we're gonna put a generous amount of ketchup in there. So 5 tablespoons of ketchup. I'm using low sodium soy sauce in here. You can use high sodium if you have, that's totally fine. And that's pretty much it for our sauce. This is my secret ingredient, apple cider vinegar. If you have just like rice vinegar or whatever, you can add that as well. Just a cap full. So that's how much I put in there. And that is basically our sauce. Usually people put a little bit of sugar or honey in there. I don't like to mix my sweet and sour together. Like sometimes it's good, but I personally don't like it. So I did not add any sugar or honey in there. But if you like that little sugary taste, definitely add like half a pinch or a half tablespoon of sugar in there. But yeah, that's basically our sauce. I hate wasting food. So this was our marinated sauce that was left with yogurt and everything else. So I'm adding that in there. You obviously don't have to do that if you don't have any leftovers, but I had some, so I added that to the pan and cooked it for about 2 minutes. So I just let it sit in there, simmer on low heat for 2 minutes, and the sauce gets really, really thick. And basically it should look like that. So 2 minutes, just let it simmer in there. It gets thick, and then you can add your lollipop chicken back into this pan. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I let it simmer on low heat for 2 minutes in this sauce. So yeah, I just make sure everything is coated well in the sauce and then let it sit in there for 2 minutes and voila, it's done. If you are serving this to someone, you can put some lemon and grated ginger all around it with some cilantro. That's how you can present it. I was honestly just wanted to dig in and try it out. So this is what it looks like. All right, here's the lollipop chicken. Moment of truth. Cheers.
Oh my God. Get after it. Go make some.